Hey, what's going on, guys? Austin here. I've gotten some questions about what headphones I use when I'm playing drums in my videos, so I figured I would just go ahead and make a video review for you guys. So, the headphones that I use are these guys right here, and these are the Direct Sound EX-29 Extreme Isolation headphones. So, let's take a look at them. Okay, so let's talk about the design of these headphones. They were originally designed by a studio drummer, specifically for drumming, which is what initially drew me to these because there are very few headphones out there that are made specifically for drumming. So from looking at them, you can see that there's nothing gimmicky or flashy about them, which is great because it means they were designed for pure functionality. They have an around-the-ear design with some nice soft ear cushions, which makes them comfortable to wear for long periods of time because they don't put any pressure on your ear itself like with some on-ear headphone designs. The headband is very simple and flexible with a soft leather cushion on top and simple sliding adjustments to accommodate a variety of head sizes. And a cool feature of these is that they can fold up to become quite compact, which is great for traveling and taking them in your bag to sessions and gigs. These headphones come with a 9-foot cord, which is quite long and useful for connecting to audio gear that might not be super close to your drum set, which can cut down on the need for a headphone extension cable for most situations. The cord is also designed to go behind your back so it stays out of your way while you're playing. There's nothing more annoying than a cord that keeps getting in your way while you're trying to play. Another cool feature on these is what they call red is right, which means that the right ear cup has red felt on the inside, so you can quickly see with a glance which side is the right side. Most headphones have a small R or an L printed somewhere that you have to look around for, which can become quite annoying. With this red felt, it's super quick and easy. Now, perhaps the most important feature about these headphones is that they were designed to be completely modular, which means that if anything on them breaks or goes bad, you can simply order that part from their website for a reasonable price and replace it yourself without any special tools or skills required. Everything on these headphones can easily be pried apart, snapped together, or stuck down with an adhesive, so you never will have to send them anywhere for repair. You can literally have these for life and just swap parts out as they go bad without any big hassle. I'm not sure of any other headphones that offer that, so that is a huge plus in my book. Now, in terms of comfort, I've found these to be extremely comfortable to wear for long periods of time, which is great because if you're practicing or recording, you can concentrate on what you're doing without these headphones becoming a distraction to you. You kind of just forget that you're wearing them after a while, and they just stay out of your way, which is great. I've got some other popular headphones and some nice in-ear monitors as well, but I've found these to be the most comfortable out of all of them. Now, in terms of sound, I've found them to be quite pleasant and very normal. There's no hype in the bass or the high end, which is great because in the studio, you just want a flat, neutral headphone that won't cause listening fatigue during long recording sessions, and that's exactly what these do. And since they have such great isolation, you can monitor with lower volume levels and still hear it over your drums, which also cuts down on some of the listening fatigue that can happen with long sessions. And speaking of isolation, that's really what these headphones are all about. So they have a noise reduction rating of 29 dB, which is really good, and they actually isolate up to 36 dB in the higher frequencies, so these things definitely block out a lot of external sound. And they also prevent leaking from the headphones into the microphone, which is great for studio recording. So let's do a demo of that and see what happens. So the demo I've seen them do online is to just play loud music through the headphones and then put the ear cups together to show how well they isolate. So let's try it out and see what happens. And this music's pretty loud too. So another great thing about these, and perhaps the biggest reason why I prefer these to in-ears, is that even though they isolate extremely well, they still allow you to feel the sound of your drums, which is hard to explain, but it's almost like the low-end sound pressure from your drums still gets through while everything else gets isolated out. So your drums actually sound better to you when you have these on because it's like it filters out all the harsh high frequencies but keeps the low end. When I use in-ear monitors or earplugs, The drums just sound dead and lifeless to me, which I never liked, but with the EX-29s, the drums sound big and alive, which makes drumming more enjoyable. That's one of those things you just have to experience for yourself whenever you try these out. Now, in terms of price, these will run you about $130, which I feel is quite reasonable. If you were to get some nice in-ears like the Shure SE425s or the 535s, those will cost you anywhere from $300 to $500, and custom in-ears can easily run into the thousands. So in comparison to that, $130 really isn't that bad. And something cool that Direct Sound offers is custom versions of these headphones starting at $199. So you can put artwork and logos on them. You can change things like the headband color, finish, and cord length, which I think is pretty awesome. And one of these days I'd like to get a custom pair of them. So if I ever do that, I'll make a video about them. Alright guys, so I think that pretty much covers everything. So long story short, I really like these headphones and I would highly recommend them to any drummer that's out there, but also feel like they're just one of the best all-around studio headphones in general. Really, the only downside that I've found of them is they might not necessarily be the most aesthetically pleasing to look at while you're wearing them, which isn't really a big deal for studio situations, but if you're playing a gig where your appearance is important, then you might have to use like in-ear monitors for that kind of situation. But for any kind of a studio situation, I think these are pretty close to perfect. So that's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you happen to be a drum nerd such as myself. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.